Welcome. We got a full house today. This is Still Biz, another episode of Thought OPPS. We missed last week. Last week was my birthday, but I am one of your hosts, Still Biz. We have over there my co-host,
EJ Bridges. We missed last week because Terrence didn't want to work on his birthday, even though I worked on my birthday, but it's all good.
Well, his birthday is boring. He wasn't invited to events, so I was invited to events. So I had two different events to go to. So that's why, because it was my birthday.
We both went to both events.
Yeah, because I felt bad for the dude. He felt sorry for him. So that was like bring the guy that does the show with you. So today we have a special guest host. Yes, y'all know her as Nazzie, not to be confused with Nazzie.
Please no.
Yeah, so we have her here today.
I didn't know she was gonna be here.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to replace me.
He is lying. He is lying because he was excited. And the funny thing, I said Nazzie said make her a cute flyer. He's gonna say anything for Nazzie.
Thank you.
So we have a guest here today. Introduce yourself.
What up? Y'all know me as House Boogie, the Cardio King, Strong Roots, Extreme Hip Hop. My name is Hassan Gilmore. I'm in the building.
Yes.
What's up?
Good.
Yeah. Welcome.
That's probably one of the dopest introductions we done had.
Yeah.
All from here.
Okay. So my week was great. I had a pretty decent week. I worked this week. I have another job, and also I have other jobs outside of that job. So I had a pretty good week. I know that the lick, I had wrote some things for the lick, and they kind of just they had to do it because I was doing my other job, so they had to do those scenes without me even being there. So I was like, damn, my work is being done without me either. But they told me that it was done to perfection, and the ideas of what I put on paper was actually brought out great by the actors and actresses. So,
that's good.
What's up?
Yes.
Shout out to the lick.
Shout out to the
The lick episode. Let me see what season 2. Episode
Season 2, part 2.
Season 2, part 2, episode 3 and 4. Episode 3, 4, and 6.
4, 5, and 6.
4, 5, and 6 gonna be out. So, man, what are you like?
One of them.
So are you saying they're coming out soon, or they already on Tubi?
No, there will be on Tubi.
They will be. Okay.
But season 2 episodes 1, 2, and 3 are already out.
Yes,
Already
they are.
So shout out to them, and shout out to everybody that's been working hard on it. Yeah, he has like 2 lines.
Oh my gosh.
But how was your week, Eric? How was it?
Hey, man, my week was uneventful. Going back and forth to doctors and specialists, still trying to recover from my car accident. So.
Yeah.
And guess what? He had a car accident the 25th of July and the 25th of August. And on the 25th of this month, he didn't get into a car accident. So congratulations.
That's the day for my birthday, August 26th.
Yeah. So go ahead.
So that was basically it. Just going back and forth to physical therapy, seeing doctors and specialists, and hoping for some good news. I didn't get the news I wanted to hear, but hey, it is what it is. So you gotta keep pushing.
But you will eventually.
Yeah, you're here.
Nazzie, how was your week?
Best news.
My week was very, very, very eventful. We released our CMOS products at the Toss Up Salad Bar, and officially put
What salad bar?
the Toss Up Salad Bar.
Just
It's a
like
restaurant.
a Negro, the head is he started thinking toss.
Anywho, and officially released our seasoning for the Toss Up Salad Bar as well this week.
Okay.
And I'm also.
Guess what? All the seasoning that you bought last time I ate it.
Well, this one was for EJ this time.
Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
Why? Who's EJ?
That's
Well,
me.
he got a cool nickname. His name is Eric.
Okay. All right, it's Eric. Sorry, Eric. But yes, that's pretty much what I did. And then I'm back training again, working at the hospital in the trauma unit.
Oh, good.
So it's been a crazy experience, but
You've been there for years.
I was at a different place, but it wasn't trauma. That was ICU. This time
I do remember that.
it's different this time. But you know what? I'm the woman for the job, so I won't complain.
Okay.
That's what's
Yeah.
up.
Yep. But that's pretty much what I did with my week. Oh, and last week was my birthday.
Oh, happy
Okay.
Libra season. You know our birthday's a couple days
I
apart.
know.
Virgo.
Yeah.
No, I'm a Libra. I love it. A lovely Libra.
It's a Virgo show.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
You're not a Virgo.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Last day up.
Well, how about this? I make it better for all y'all. My father, who is the greatest man on earth, is a Virgo.
A Virgo,
So
yeah.
I was raised by
Virgo
a
season.
Okay.
How was your week, Hassan?
Man, my week was very, very long. I mean, it's minimum sleep, work. I work on the East West. You know, I work at 2 gyms. The best gym on the West and the best gym on the East.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You know? So I'm in between the best. But yeah, I've just been working. There's so many projects and so much stuff coming up. So I take the less sleep for the bigger result.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm busy, man, real
Good
busy.
stuff. Good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So, we are going to talk about different things in entertainment this week. So the 4 topics that we have for entertainment is more than 1,000 Northeast Ohio children have disappeared. We're not going to talk about it until we do that portion of the show, Nazzie. J.P. Morgan Chase agrees to $75 million settlement with the Virginia Island Jeffrey Epstein case. Tasha K says that Kim K's relevance is at an all-time low since Kanye left. And we're going to talk about this Tupac thing with the... Eric, you know more about that than I do. You know the names, but I know. But they finally are charging someone for.
They actually charged someone today.
Picked him up today.
Yeah, picked him up today for the death of Tupac. So finally, hopefully, let's see if this is actually really what it is. But yeah, somebody in the is being charged with the death of Tupac. Okay, so finally, I am done reading The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. Now, in this book, The Vanishing Half. This book is pretty much about colorism, right? Oh. So it's about 2 twins that they grew up together in a town where the town was totally about colorism, and like their parents look white. Their father got killed by some white man. I don't want to tell the whole story, but they ran away from the town. One of them married. They're females. One of them married a black man because she loved black dudes. You know what I'm saying?
And she was white?
No, she looked white, but
okay,
she's black.
Sure. Okay.
And then her sister married a white dude and never told the dude that she was black.
Oh, that's
and you know, like, and they kind of like their daughters like found each other, like, because they moved to like California, was working together, one went to school, one she worked where one of them was like an actress, but the white one, she got scared because like black people moved next door to her, so she was trying to be like, hey, I don't know these niggas, so I gotta get them out the neighborhood. I suppose because they might know me. You know what I'm saying? So she got scared, and then but the sister, she was always, because her dude, like, he does like investigate, so he was always trying to find her, but she's like, I don't want y'all niggas to find, but Negroes to find me. Okay. I don't want y'all to find me because I don't want to be black no more because
you want to be exposed to being black.
Okay. But the book is really good. It gets really good, and she like, let me go talk to these Negroes. She run back home and be like, stay away from my daughter, my kids, because I ain't trying to find nobody to let them know that I'm black. So stay away with y'all black asses away from my life. But yeah, so this was a really pretty good book, and I just started reading What the Internet is Doing to Our Brains is Shallow. Person that told me to read this book, not personally, but I was watching their show, The Breakfast Club, and Charlamagne said this is a really good book to read. And it's different than what I thought it was going to be like, because the book actually starts off talking about ways. It starts off talking about communication, how we communicated, like before writing, when we just used to talk to each other, and how like different people that were like that were scholars, they looked at reading different, that reading was going to actually do something to humanity and make humanity lazy and using their brain. So the book starts talking about just all the different means of communication that we've had and how it makes other parts of how we communicate lazy. And it talks about the internet. I'm up to the part right now. I'm on page 114. So I'm halfway through the book. So I'll be finished this week. So it took me like 2 weeks to read this book. But it's talking a lot about like. It's kind of, I don't know, man. I'm reading like 2 really good books. These are like the best books I've read this year. These 2 books, but I've probably read. I think I'm like on book 19 or something like that. No, I'm like on book 14 or something this year. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah. So go ahead, Eric. Talk about your little book that you got from the library.
Oh man.
It's a better book than both of them. It's in the title.
Well, I finished reading my book. It was Bad News or whatever.
Oh, you read that whole book?
Yeah, I finished reading the whole book.
Why didn't you bring it so you could
Because
talk?
I had to return it.
Oh, because
Yeah,
you
I got it
don't
from the
purchase
library.
books.
Yeah,
Oh, my
I got it from the
goodness.
library. So it was basically self-explanatory how we, gravitate towards bad news, and we, we are eager to share bad news before we share good news or whatever. So it was self-explanatory.
True.
It was a decent book. I mean, I wouldn't buy it, but it was decent. But the
You
book
should, even if it's just a decent book. I buy books because they're an investment, but go ahead.
Okay, good for you. The book I'm reading now is called An American Family, The Shakors and the Nation They Created. And it's by Santi Elijah Holly.
Nice.
So basically, I just started reading this book. I'm like on page 10. And basically, it's talking more about the Shakur family, other than Tupac, Afeni, and Assata Shakur. And talk about the Shakur, family tree, how they branch off for, black liberation, and how, them being with the Black Panthers and dealing with COINTELPRO from the government and stuff like that. So it's talking about more members of the Shakur family and how, the Shakur family is actually a part of American history.
Right. Yeah.
That's good. So you're reading a book about Tupac.
Not really, because he wasn't really. They weren't truly. Shakur.
Well, I'm only
they
on
were
page
married
10.
into it.
Yeah. So
let's get.
I give y'all the
That's kind of like what's it called, American? Because I read a book called
American with a K.
I read a book called An American Marriage by Tiari Jones. But that's totally different. That's just about a dude that went to prison because some white lady said he raped her. The R word, or I shouldn't say the word because we on YouTube. But he said he did some essay to her, and he went to prison, and his wife started messing with his best friend. Different, but yeah.
Scandals.
But it could be a good.
So I'm pretty sure if you like Tupac,
Yeah,
all
love
that
Tupac.
stuff, in the Black liberation and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a good book. So.
Yeah, I think I will pick that up at the library as well.
Yeah.
Thank you for your great book idea.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the best part of the show where we interview our guests and introduce yourself one more time, brother.
Hey, it's Haas Boogie, the Cardio King, Strong Roots in the building. I'm here on Thought OPPS. Let's go.
Oh.
So what is it that you do? Just exactly what you do.
Man,
Everything.
fitness. I mean, I call myself the external doctor. You gotta fix the outside too, and there's a passion. Real 100 from day one. So a lot of my friends was getting money off of training. I'm like, I do that to people in the gym, and they don't give me nothing. He's like, man, you gotta get money off this. I said, I like to see their faces when they come back after weeks, after months. They size, I like that part of it, and I gravitated to that early, so it kept me in the game long, and I circled back with something positive instead of all the stuff they say about trainers and instructors. And that was
We want to expound more on that.
yeah. So all the
Yeah, that
stuff
noise.
they say, it's just a
that?
lot of negative, just like anything in the world. But I caught on to the passion of seeing people really like lose weight and get in shape and something positive about their life. I got a dude, he was 373, he 250. It ain't about the weight loss. That was what I was proud about. It was about he moved out of his mother's house. He got a girlfriend. He started hanging with his buddies. He started kicking it with him. He was almost 400.
See, people don't understand that
part.
health causes you to do other healthy things.
Yes.
So
They
maybe
give you
it
that
built up his self-esteem.
Yeah, because he didn't want to do nothing. He was the big boy. I could barely move. And all that. I was proud of that. So he just and I was able to help him do that. So I caught on to that real big. The money had come along, and Strong Roots really is defined by my mother. Because I lost her through cancer, and she was just strong all the way through. Until the last breath, she was still strong. Her last words was, do your best, forget the rest. I tell her that. She told me that. She's like, just do your best. I'm like, it's stuck.
Yeah.
And I still don't think I gave my best, so I'm continue to push. And it means build strength, integrity, and character from the ground up. Roots are always going to be connected to a tree. A tree can get chopped, a leaf can fall, a branch can fall off, but the roots stay together. So I just said, that means a whole lot to me.
It does.
The most ever.
Yeah.
I got a question. I mean, I don't. We got a guest host. I mean, do you want to go?
You can go ahead. I already got my questions in my head.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
she
I'm trying to be a gentleman. Let ladies go first. Or whatever.
That's nice of you, but go ahead. You got it. It's your show, y'all. So I'm a guest.
So, have you? I got a question. Did you play any type of sports? And if you did play sports, how did you use that sports mentality? Towards your training and everything.
Yes, I did. I played basketball, football, baseball, boxing, track. I did all the sports, but I was more good in basketball and boxing, and just hand-eye coordination, being able to see stuff before it happened, like my peripheral vision, and then just my reaction time. I was always fast. My mother ran track. My father ran long distance. My mother ran, sprints. So I was like, I always had the ability, and I just put him with this fitness, and it was like, man, you a beast. You still want to work out with us? That's where the Cardio King came from. I work out with a team, beast mode, love y'all. Work out with them, and then they'll leave. I'll go play basketball. Then I'll go work out with another crew. Then I'm like, damn, I'm up here for 4 hours. I say, man, damn, I got all this energy.
So a part of it is hereditary because you talk about
part of it. Yeah, my mother and my father. My father ran long. I mean, my uncle ran long distance. My mother ran sprint. My father did. He was actually a junior Olympic high jump. They used to jump forward, so I had the skills, I guess, in me. I just had to tighten them up, and the energy, God above, just blessed me with that. I don't know. It's just I'm 47, and I'm like feel like I'm 20.
Man,
it's crazy.
That's wonderful right there.
Yeah.
That is wonderful.
So my question for you is, you know how you train people, you do cardio, of course, with everyone. So was there ever a time that you were once big before so that you can actually relate to the customers that you have?
No, I was never big. Never big, but I have people in my family, some skinny, some big, and I have friends that was big, and I seen how it, not just in the longevity part, not just on them right there, but how they backs hurt faster, their knees hurt faster, they carry on a lot of weight. I actually did something. It was recorded. You go check back. Probably my Facebook. I put on a fat suit.
Okay.
And I just did it for 2 days, and I'm telling you, like, the judgment we got over people like that is so sad because when I'm lifting my leg, when I got out of the suit, I felt like I was a new person. I mean, that's the whole thing why I pushed them to feel like a new person, because it's just like so much more. Just picking your hand up to just put your hand on your head was like damn, why am I got out of it. I'm never doing that shit again.
How much weight did you put on it?
I put 65 pounds of weight.
You remember when Tyra Banks had her show and she put on that fat suit? She had like a fat shit and people treat her like. You remember that people treat her bad?
Listen,
she like, cause then you never know.
Listen, people don't even know that. I was just doing it, and people thought I was fat. Some places I was going, and how you got treated, and how you, man, it was just like,
Dude, speaking from somebody that was 360, you know what I'm saying, and then I went down to like 175 before, right? And then I went to like close to like 300, and then when I first met you, I probably was like a solid
360 to 175.
Yeah.
Damn.
That was. Oh, I got pictures. That was.
Dedication, yes.
Now that's why Phil always say you just go through a phase because he's seen every time I've lost a lot of weight.
Right.
But I'm just saying, like, the people don't realize that people treat you a certain type of way when you one way, and then the same people treat you. I remember when I remember like girls used to be like, I would never talk to you before. Like when I was like, because I was younger, we were still in high school. She's like, but you actually worth talking to now.
Oh.
Like we'll say stuff like that, but we were younger. Like when you're in high school, people say stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
But then when you realize when I did it in my adulthood too, it's like. People just don't say it, but they do it.
And the fitness is racism in fitness, man. It's I'm telling you, she's skinny. The expectations. She's skinny. She should be able to run fast and long and jump.
Yeah,
he big.
right.
He got to be strong. Some skinny people are strong. Some big people got stamina. It's just you and your body and what you practice on.
Because I have this one dude that work out at Lifetime, and he used to work there. Shout out to. I can't think of your name right now. But,
shout out to
I ain't gonna shout him out.
Lifetime.
No, because I actually know his name. But
I probably know him too.
yeah, a little light skinned dude, but like he little man, and this dude be like on the bench. I be like, man, he could lift a house,
Oh, wow.
but he's like short,
Yeah.
and he's like your height. You know what I'm saying? But he's a lot stronger than you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but
See, that's that racist fitness stuff. See the height levels,
Here it
the
is.
big height.
Good
See?
example.
no, I don't like working out
Right.
with Eric and Lifetime because he dogged the place so much.
Oh my
He
goodness.
like I'm ready to go back to Planet Fitness and Akron too, right?
Oh, here we go.
He be dogging Lifetime. Go ahead.
You finished?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So,
He want to fight now.
so you said you had a whole lot of energy, you got a whole bunch of stamina. Has there ever come a point in your workout or at times when you work out where you just be like, man, I just don't want to do this no more? And if it happens, how do you get yourself out of that mindset or that mind state?
That's a great question. And to be on YouTube to do this, I keep this with me. It's crazy. I keep it with me in my pocket, in my shorts. It's something that I had a keychain with my mother before my mother passed, and I keep it with me. It's something little. It's broken, but right here, me and my mother when she was fighting cancer with the gloves.
Wow.
I don't know if y'all can see that in there. It's me and my mother with the glove, and she told me before she passed. She said, "Do your best, forget the rest," and that was my last words getting from her. I'm like, it hit so hard. The meaning hit more than what she was just saying. I'm like, man, what is my best? I ain't never, okay. Every single time I step in the gym, I'm training, I'm encouraging, motivating. I'm not just giving y'all what she told me, but I'm showing y'all through action. That's why I say, how you got all this energy? Because when I go like this, that's the day I stop. So it's like, I don't care what it is, ain't nothing gonna stop me because she said do your best. So I don't know what my best is.
Wow.
I keep going, they say cardio king. But still to that day, I still don't think I reached where it could be like, I'm tired. I'll never be tired. It's like God really give you talents. You got to use them and give them back to the world.
Yes,
So
that's
what I
true.
do.
That's true.
That's awesome.
That is a great.
Man, that's awesome.
To say that God gives you talent and you have to continue.
That's
to
true.
But you feel obligated to using them because
He give him the willpower and
Yes, he's
biological
strengthened,
makeup to be able to do so.
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah.
you had to say makeup, didn't you?
It's biological makeup.
Because you love makeup and stuff.
I just wore some for this so I can look good on this camera for 2
Look, she like
seconds.
2 seconds.
And it's gonna be gone.
She like biological makeup.
And I wear the brown girl feature, the natural feature. I'm not out here wearing all that craziness where my skin color the color it is. I can't stand it.
Right.
Okay, I have a question because I know that it's very important in these days, like social media, right?
Yeah.
So how much is social media used for your business?
Social media is, man. Well, social media is like, I say a good 70 to 30 because that's where everybody see your results from your clients. That's where everybody see what you doing. That's where everybody get to find out where you at. Pretty much how amazing you are on fitness because they see something like, oh, who is that? Whether they're following me, I'm on a lot of DVDs that's out there with shout out Bro Phil.
Yeah.
So they all over the world. So people will be like, I'm from Jamaica. I'm from Mexico. We love you. I'm like, what the? Oh, you that guy that light skin gotta be jumping around. We follow you. I'm like, and it's just without social media, you really got that. I've met people all over the world. I know people in New Zealand. I know people like all over just from social media.
So you truly just living in your purpose.
Yes.
And you know that's what you're doing.
No, he said Jamaica. No, he said Jamaica.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my
We
gosh.
argued about that on the show. He'd be like, nigga, we already know you from Jamaica. Don't care.
Episode was it 26?
Yeah.
He didn't say Jamaica about 20. All 20.
Oh my gosh.
I can't wait to get my accent back. I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going out there for 4 days. I'm gonna come back with the strongest Jamaican accent. Y'all gonna be like,
Okay, I
what?
got one more question.
Go ahead.
It's important to ask him this. Okay, so, and it is important. Don't make that face. So, okay, because I struggle with the whole fitness thing, okay? Sometimes I'm serious, sometimes I'm not. I'm going to keep it real y'all.
I know because I see you in the gym and then you be like, because you don't like mess up your hair. But go ahead.
No, it's not that. It's just I go through my times, and it is what it is.
Me and you the same because you've seen that I do the same thing. Go
I
ahead.
have, yes, indeed. So, I know what keeps you motivated. You already, spoke about that. But cardio can be hard for a lot of people, whether you skinny, fat, whichever, like we talked about before. But how do you actually meet a client where they're at? Because I've been in classes where I didn't have to throw up, all kinds of stuff, and I ain't go back. Because I'm about to fall out on the ground, about to die. So how do you, and you've been in this a long time, so that means people keep coming back to you. So that means you done figured out a good formula for people. So how do you meet somebody where they're at? It's serious.
No, it's it, because it just reminded me. You know Jay Hollins, right?
Yeah.
I used to work out. Jay used to train me, right? So it was a homeboy of mine. I brought him to Jay, and we was working out with Jay. We working out. Dude is small. Jerome.
Oh.
Jerome, we working out with Jay. So Jerome, so Jay like, yeah,
Name
Jerome,
calling.
yeah,
The
Jerome.
alpha.
The alpha.
Okay.
One of my brothers. So Jay like, yeah, Jerome, like, yeah.
Yes. Cardio. Yes. Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
Jerome, man, he put you on blast, Jerome.
Jay was like, what?
Hey,
He was like,
well,
he okay?
with that, you got to find out what's your strengths, what's your weaknesses. It's all. I'm telling you, external doctor is really a good definition because we can't change the inside. Y'all got to eat right. Y'all got to do things.
Right,
But
of
on the
course.
outside, it will change. And where you at and where you do cardio, we find out it's like interview. All right, you don't do that much cardio. You strong in this area. You're weak in this area. You need help in that area. Each one of those areas, whatever one is basic, we're gonna try to make good. Whatever good, we're gonna try to make great. Whatever great, we're gonna try to make amazing. Everything got to go up. So you in cardio, you don't have no cardio, so we're gonna be on some cardio, but we're gonna do it in spurts. So you can it's steps, man. You gotta take one
Build
step.
into-
You
So
can't
my
try to
question
jump.
is So my question for you was, you take your time with the person, you meet them where they at.
Gotta meet them where they at.
Well, how do you have the time to do that with such a great
Because
amount of people?
it's levels. You may have 4 people on level 1. You may have 10 people on level.
Oh, so you classify.
Have you ever filled out something where they be like, so what do you think that where do you think you're at? Like, have you ever filled out something where they be like, on a scale of 1 to 10? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I did
Then that's what
I
I'm
meet
saying.
you. You know, we both got the same goal in mind to get you in shape. What you trying to do? You trying to trim up. Most girls trying. I want a booty lift. You can't lift a booty. You know, you can lose weight in the thighs. You can lose weight. You can tone up the arms. I want to reaching for no 6-pack, but getting the flat abs. Certain things you got to do. Most people think this is their core. Their core is around their whole body.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
lower
true.
back,
Yeah.
they don't work the lower back. They wake up with pains. Most women sleep with 7 pillows. One between the leg, one up here, and they wake up and they are.
That's single
fine. Okay, well,
Just saying.
I mean,
I'm just messing with you. You on the thought op, so we got to throw a little crazy stuff in there. Yeah, so.
But yeah, you got to meet them, and then the thing is finding somebody that can motivate you and push you. Every trainer's not for everybody.
Yes,
Some people can
yes.
fit right in with you.
You're
Some
right.
people are not patient. Some people are angry. Some people just want the money. So reach, on the correct way that you feel comfortable with this person. Like, I trust him not to freak on me. I trust him to get me where I need to go. I trust him to motivate me. I trust him to be my accountable partner.
Yeah.
It's a lot involved in it.
Because I'm the type of person that I'd be like, I would because I did it in high school, lost all that weight, and I was like, I would never need a trainer. But there was a point I was like, I need a trainer. And I was Jay, my frat brother, and I was like, man, that dude helped me out so much, dude, to where I'm doing stuff he taught me.
Jay, that's my dog. What up,
Jay
Jay?
Hollins,
Yeah.
I'm doing stuff now that he taught me back then. And Jay ain't never yelled at me, ain't never said, because that ain't how he trained. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Unless he
yeah.
trained some people like
Y'all
that.
would think that trainers have, just getting the money. Man, we are counselors, consolers, mediators, big brothers,
Yeah.
fathers. And it's like, for real. Like, we don't get paid for that part. But
Yeah.
sometimes we get the whole life story. Could you just finish your set? Okay, I'm sorry.
I was just about to ask you what you do with the crybabies. I'm the crybaby.
Well,
I am.
We have to comfort, we have to console, we
Yes.
have to mediate, we have to be there for y'all.
I need a trainer that don't like me.
Don't throw up like Jerome.
Yeah, I need a trainer that don't like me.
on.
That is just,
Lord, you got some blood.
And he gonna watch it and be like, yeah, what you talking about?
Really?
I said something about one time and he was like, yo man, it was one episode, I know you was talking about me. Bro. Like,
this
nah.
the thought ops, not the ops. I'm naming, calling folks and things like that.
Yeah. Well, he's a good friend, so he should understand that, gotta throw up. It was like 10 years ago.
I got one more question. So, what you were saying about, just to kind of piggyback off of, something Nazzie was saying, with your training style or whatever, do you, I'm pretty sure you had like men and women or whatever. So, is there do you train like women a different way or train men a different way, or is it just like everybody gets the same way of training?
I find out exactly what I was telling her. Whatever they are, I'm giving them the same push, same motivation. Some people You don't have to say too much. They get the form down right. They get everything. They're a little bit further. Some people you got to go back to the block. Hey, I tell people this, and I guarantee y'all gonna get it wrong. What do you got to do after you crawl?
Walk.
No.
What? Recover.
You got to learn how to stand first.
True.
Most kids go to that bed or to that
Yeah,
table
they stand and walk around the
and
table.
then watch this. What do you got to do? You have to learn how to walk.
Run.
No, you gotta learn.
Stand still. What?
Take a step.
Jog. First thing is slow motions. All we skip we do this in life. If I can get there, that middle step we miss because after you crawl, you stand. After you stand, you walk. After you walk, you jog. After you jog, you run. After you run, you fly. And that's the limit where people go. After you finish done training, they can do everything they want to do. They got all the tools mentally, physically. They know what to do. They know what to eat, when to eat. They know when to work out on this and this and that. So they flying. And people above that, when they first start, like if you used to first start, we'll find out like, you're not terrible at that, but that's the worst thing you got. So we gonna add that in every little session until you get average. Leave it alone, but not that far, and go to what you great at and make you amazing. So it's the confidence you boost. And now, my arms look good. Yeah. It's make you want to come back. Yeah. It's things, tricks and things.
Growth is real. I'm talking about the growth. Look at you. I am so impressed.
You come to Lifetime with me, Nazzie?
No.
See, I knew she wasn't gonna do that.
Cause you ain't about to be yelling at me. I went to the gym with Nazzie. You like to drop names on the show. You about to be at the I went to the gym with Nazzie and she threw up.
Well, I didn't say his nickname.
Hey, notice I ain't named, bro.
Yeah.
I
didn't say his nickname. I said his real name.
That's even worse.
He black, but don't nobody go by that.
Wrong.
He black. Don't nobody go by that real name. I said Ja.
Hey, man, believe me, I heard him say worse than him.
Oh yeah. But I mean, he all right now. I mean, he was in the best shape of his life. That's what made it funny because he was in the best shape of his life, and this dude started throwing up. I'm like, dang.
Hey, that's internal. You don't know what's going on. I got a question for y'all since y'all was asking me. I got a question for all y'all.
Oh, you gonna take over the show like that? Oh, you gonna take over the show?
My thought.
All right, go ahead.
Y'all always talking about fitness.
Yes.
You lost 100.
A lot of
what? How much?
A lot.
Yes.
You gave one to do it, jumping out of it. You gave me a question on what do I do with different people. We all different sizes in here. We all look in the mirror at the same time. That person right there is the fight.
Yeah.
It's not the girl just close to you that's losing the weight. It's not the dude that can lift more than you, that's littler than you. It's not that dude that can run faster than you to show height. It's that person in the mirror saying, you know what do I want to do with you? Because at the end of the day, you find that trainer, and then you just know what, or you go at it yourself, because the self-confidence is better than any acting I can give you. Yeah. I'm going to disappear. I'm going to be gone some days. You can still look in your mirror like, what you gonna do?
You gotta do it too. Yeah.
So look at the pandemic. It took everything. Everything away.
Oh my God.
Everything.
But y'all know what? I lived normal before the pandemic.
You did?
Yes.
I was in my best.
Yes.
I was in my best shape.
I was in some really good shape, and it's funny because I used to watch Jay online and do his routine, but until like it got hard, and I'm like, man. Yeah, I got to the point where I had COVID, but I didn't want to tell nobody. But I live by myself. I live by myself.
He didn't want to tell nobody. He wanted them, y'all.
No. I never left the house though. I was too scared to leave the house. But it was like, and if I self-diagnosed myself. I ain't gonna lie. But if that wasn't COVID, that was COVID cousin. Because I got
COVID.
That's conviction.
Right.
Because I was to the point where I couldn't breathe, and I remember sitting in the living room. And I'm like, well, not the living room. I was in the den. I'm like, man, God, if I make it through this, I remember all the stuff that I said that I was gonna do. I don't remember none of the stuff now, but I remember that. But I remember sitting on the couch. I was like, man, I would change my life. It was so I couldn't because I had to concentrate on breathing. I was like, you ain't had it, did you?
Yeah, twice.
Okay. Yeah,
but I got it later. Like I didn't get it when everybody was.
You didn't get it when it was bad.
I had it like 3 years after that. Like it wasn't right away.
I had it when it was like I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going.
And I got it from a customer.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm on the phone, and then after the one thing, I don't mean to be spiritual or anything, but my aunt texted me and
it's
said,
okay to be spiritual.
I didn't talk to my aunt.
What you mean you don't mean?
Right.
Well,
You
well,
just said you asked God if you give me how you do.
okay, but my aunt texted me that I ain't talked to in a long time, and she said if you think you have COVID, you should drink tea, all this stuff that she told me to do, and I started doing that, and then it started going away day by day by day by day. Yeah, and I'm here to live, unless you know what I'm saying. I'm like in an altered universe where I already passed from it. And, okay,
You ain't did none of that. Oh my goodness, what you been watching?
okay, well we want to
Read. Read.
we do want to thank you for coming on the show, man.
Appreciate it.
We're about to move on to the next section of the show, and yeah, man, we be quiet. But we do want to thank you for coming on to the show and having this conversation with us about what you actually do, man. We appreciate it.
We do, and I appreciate seeing.
Okay, so more than 1,000 North Ohio, and I don't know
Northeast.
the time. No, it's North Ohio. I know. No, it's North Ohio.
Okay.
More than 1,000 Northern Ohio children threw me off. Have disappeared. And it doesn't even. When I read the article, it didn't even give the time frame of like when or how long. And I'm trying to find the time.
How many? What's the number again?
1,000. Now, I know that I did a little bit of research. A lot of these are runaways. Some of them are S trafficked.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And some of these are kidnapped. Some of these are just like crimes, regular crimes that are missing. But a lot of them are runaways, though. I know that.
Yeah.
A lot of them are runaways, and a lot of them are. I don't know how much are SA trafficked.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a sad situation all around because anything that's dealing with kids is rough. Kids, it's just a lot of what I really didn't like is like I appreciate the awareness. I think it was a few months ago they was talking about this and it kind of got swept up under the rug. But one thing I really didn't like is a lot of people, like I was reading the stories and I was reading people's comments. And there's a lot of people like, well, I could tell it's Ohio because there's a whole bunch of weird people there, and Cleveland is a terrible place to be. And it's just like, man, this stuff happens, at a lot of places or whatever. So it's just like, we trying to find these kids and trying to bring these kids back home. There's no reason for you to be attacking people that live in a certain city and all this other stuff, and calling people weird because kids is, coming up missing, or whatever the situation, whatever. So. It's just like when it's dealing with kids, it's just sad all the way.
Can you be an op?
I'm just saying. Can I
Okay.
say something to what you said?
Go ahead.
I just feel like I wouldn't even read because you told me to read, and I'm like, yeah, that's idiots. That's right.
Oh,
Stuff.
comments, yeah.
That's right. Stuff like that. And everybody talk about because if it was in Florida, then like everybody crazy live in Florida because they talk about Florida all the time. But I think that a lot of times for certain stuff, I don't read the comments for something like that. I don't even read the comments because people are not knowledgeable about
Ignorant,
stuff.
yes.
People are ignorant, and then a lot of times those are bots. Because you remember that comment that was written on a certain person's page, and you was like, I can't believe somebody wrote that. And then somebody else sent me a message and said, I can't believe somebody wrote that. Yeah. And I went and looked at it. It was a bot that wrote it. It was somebody, people don't even be. Some of these people, it'd be people in other countries.
It's crazy.
Taking over everything.
Yeah, it'd be people in other countries writing this stuff. And you mad off something what somebody 450 million thousand miles away wrote. You know what I'm saying? Because it's, I don't know, it's just, and I don't know how if AIs could write that, because you could probably create an AI to think negative. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Isn't that crazy?
I would rather go back to just beepers and we can see each other at least see each other. That's all I go back to, seeing each other. Hey, what you doing? What you going on? And be like, all right.
I know somebody that works like with like algorithms and a lot of stuff with computers and like phones and stuff like that. Very intelligent with that stuff, and you know that this person has no microphone on their phone. They have a flip phone.
See,
because they know.
Because
they know, and I'm like, I'm already too deep in the game.
Right,
so I need the best iPhone that came out. So I was like if I'm gonna go out, I'm just might as well go out with the best iPhone. How y'all feel about the Did you have anything to say about the missing? Because you said you.
Yeah. As far as the missing children goes, so I feel like as far as the ones who really aren't truly missing, it takes away from the attention of the ones who really need to be found. Okay. You know what I mean? The ones who are involved in trafficking, the ones who are really in danger. You know what I mean? But also the ones who may even be runaways or whichever, they are also in danger still too, because there's still children in the world who are not with their family and their loved ones.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's just it's hard. It's a hard topic, you know. But you know, when these kids going through this stuff, all you can do is pray for them. And if you know that you have a relative or somebody who is really missing for real, like y'all ain't heard from for real, they in danger, something really going on, you need to get the community together to look for them. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You know, I just feel like, you know, with this report that came out, you know, a lot of the kids, and I've known quite a few of them, they don't even want to even return because they getting asked questions later. They, you know what I mean, like, but from other kids, you know what I mean, like they're embarrassed at this point. They, you know what I mean. So it's just a lot. It's a lot with that.
Yeah, I know me personally, when I'm like out driving, especially in the morning time, I'm seeing kids walking to school by themselves. I always say a prayer, you know, for the God to watch over these kids and everything. While they, because you know, some kids they just don't have the luxury to be driven to school. And,
Yeah,
you know, that's
parents
got to
work.
Yeah, so I just you know drive past and say a prayer, you know, for the Lord to keep them.
We live in a different time.
Yes, in the era, the kids having kids, and not to blame nobody, but she got to be more on our kids, man. Talking to them, what's going on? How you doing? More than just, hey, bye. You know.
Yeah, the video game babysitting.
And a lot of times too, like a lot of times you gotta talk to your kids instead of beating your kids, because a lot of times we learn that as being black people that you know beating, because there's a difference between punishing but beating kids. You can beat a child.
Oh, I know, I was beat. So it's a difference. It's different because this new stuff these young girls doing is this gentle parenting.
Well, I might not beat, but might not.
I know y'all black.
You know when you beating your child.
You know when you beat.
You know when you beating your child. I got beat.
But
beating kids compared to unbeaten kids.
I have a question though. But doesn't that add to some of your trauma? Doesn't that add to?
You know what?
Because you're taught not to say that. You're taught not to feel that way.
No.
Add to your trauma.
Guess what?
Add to your trauma.
Them beatings, I deserved all of them. And then not just that. When I got them, I know it was because she the dad and the mom. She was the one that was like, look, I'm going to discipline you, but show you what you did wrong. I'm not just going to whoop you and say, get that out of my face. So I knew I did wrong. And then by doing it again, who am I playing? Me and her. And so I was just like, you know what? How can I be like mad because I got a whooping or beat down because I did some dumbass shit that she told me not to do? So she's giving me what I need. Am I giving her? So, hey. Get snapped by the head, whatever. I ain't saying do that to these kids if they do something wrong, but I'm saying at least talk to them, tell them why. You know, they get disciplined.
So you mean like the whoopings when your mama, I'm whooping because you,
that
right there?
We can
come here, don't run. Shabam,
we can agree to disagree.
Pot.
What?
I said we can agree to disagree.
Okay.
But we're about to move on to the next stuff.
It's relevant.
Okay, yeah. JP Morgan Chase agreed to $75 million settlement with the Virgin Islands Jeff Epstein case. So they're giving money back to the Virgin Islands because all the SA that happened there, the actual like, you know, the ape that they did to these women. So they're giving back money to the island.
So basically they're giving back money to cover crimes.
Pretty much.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like
but he's dead though. He's dead, so it's kind of like they can't put him in prison.
They say,
but they put old girl in prison though. What's her
You
name?
deserve a lot of money.
That's what I was.
What was his wife? What's his wife's name? What's her name?
Oh, I remember. Yeah, she's in jail.
She's in prison. Yeah, she's in prison. So they have to pay back. So they have to.
So why they
So
pay the money back?
right, what does JP Morgan have to do with it necessarily?
See,
Was they funding him or something?
See,
that's what it sounded like. To me.
Yeah. So
basically they was funding him and
because he owned so much of that island.
Okay.
So
okay.
So basically they covering it behind because he has some money.
All right. To be honest, I don't think they're covering up. I know that a lot of people were hurt by it, so they're actually giving money back to that island because that's just how people show. Not only gratitude, but that's how people like show forgiveness. Like forgive us.
So
like,
money is the root of all evil, and they using more evil to cover up the other evil.
I'm saying, how else are they gonna pay
That's
back?
how I look at it.
How they old girl in jail. Dude can't go to jail. Epstein can't go to jail because he's dead.
He dead.
So You know, I know that they're saying that there's a lot of political figures and a lot of
Definitely.
actors and actresses that's getting away because that's why he's not with us anymore. So they're saying that a lot of people would be locked up. A lot of big names that we know.
Because he was definitely going to start telling on folks.
Yeah, so they was so all of a sudden he was
like the American way to be.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but I think that I think that was the case. Black power.
Stop him, man.
I thought this was kind of funny, and I thought it was very interesting. Tasha K, which I have no problem with Tasha K. I know everybody hates Tasha K. Tasha K is okay with me. I have no problem with it.
Just messy, that's all.
But she has a hustle. You know what I'm saying? And I've watched her before, and she's actually like funny, like she laughed like bald-headed funny, like a funny bald-headed lady that you like. She's funny. She's really funny. So she said Kim Kardashian's relevance is at an all-time low since Kanye left, and I saw it was like a headline, and I think I think she kind of on to something.
You crazy? Didn't the little kid just give somebody a paparazzi a middle finger the last week?
Who?
Didn't one of the little kids get a paparazzi a middle finger last week?
What does that have to do with her?
Well, the Kanye's kids.
Them kids is.
But them are Kanye kids though.
They her kids.
And that's very Kanye.
Her career was popping before his.
Hey, I don't blame
whichever
her
it was that whichever way she gained the popularity is her business. But I will say this. I mean, when he left her, it's not like things were just the greatest for him either. So if America's tired of watching her, that's just what it is.
The funny thing is, Kanye could do anything. He always have a comeback story. Kanye always have a comeback story.
I heard that new man.
The new album.
What?
They say he recorded in 1 week.
Oh, you heard it already?
Listen, man, listen.
They say he recorded in 1 week.
Go listen to Kanye.
Oh, it's really good?
I'm gonna listen to him anyway. He's so creative.
Dude.
He's very creative.
Eric don't like Kanye.
Hey.
I like the old Kanye.
Well, this one right here, you gonna feel.
You sound like if somebody said they like the old tears, I'll be mad.
Crazy.
No, not really, because this man chooses to make all types of different identities for himself.
Yeah.
But he actually, I think that he is crazy, but some of the craziest people are the most talented people.
Yeah, true
You know
indeed.
what I'm saying? Because
Look at Beethoven.
they're so talented because
I use a little bit of craziness to take you over the level.
Einstein was
Einstein
was crazy.
What's sanity?
Yeah.
What's sanity is?
What's
who's to say you're sane?
Yeah, because sanity
Who knows
it is kind of objective, and it's like on a what's the word I'm looking for? It's on a spectrum. You know what I'm saying? It's on a spectrum. Like, who is to say who's really crazy, who's not? But we do have these moralistic views of life and things that we do based on moral compasses, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But different countries hold different moral compasses too.
True.
What was you about to say?
But all I gotta say is about Tasha K. All she need to do is she need to be Kim Kardashian's friend so she get some money to pay Cardi B her money.
I really don't think the money, like, because we don't even know what's really going on behind the scenes with that. I don't think the money she really cares. Like,
she worried about somebody being popular. She owe money.
I think she. I think she still
She owe
Cardi B for $1 million.
Yeah, $4 million.
She's like,
Listen.
I feel like she has a way of getting out of. Like, I feel like she always have a way to postpone that.
Man,
that's
bro,
the one that did that stuff.
that was lying. She lied on Cardi. Man,
Yeah, you don't lie about people.
If I owe somebody $4 million and I ain't have it, I'm hiding. You ain't gonna see me talking about no.
Well, you know what she said last time. They asked her about the money. You know what she said?
What?
I ain't got it.
She did.
She was like, I ain't got it.
Hell no, she ain't get no 44
Yeah, I'll be like,
44
man.
million.
No, $4 million.
$4 million.
She ain't got it either.
Hey, Tasha
She don't got that.
Get that $4 million. Stop worrying about Kim. Kardashian, she always gonna get her money.
And I think that was whack. I think that was really whack, though. The video she did when she was talking about Joe Budden, and Joe Budden wouldn't do the interview with her. I thought that was super whack.
Because she's mean.
Yeah, that was like super whack. She started coming at him, talking about he beat women and all this stuff.
But he
And
do
it's
beat
like,
women.
but it's kind of like you're saying these things out of anger, but you have actually stuck up for him before. So it's kind of like, it's just weird that everybody knows Joe do that.
And you wanted to be on his show, so it could have been beating him that bad.
But she was on the show. But he said, I'm not going to release the interview.
Right.
So, but it wasn't like, when you think about it, like, he didn't like call her and say, hey, come, I'm going to do an interview with you. Mm-hmm. She was in New York, and she was like, yo, or whatever city. Is that Chicago, New York?
She didn't release it because he was talking about.
He didn't release it.
He didn't release it.
He got his own show.
Because They were talking about him beating girls.
No, because she was talking about because he thought about it like because she was talking about the whole thing with Cardi B. He thought about it like ain't about
Probably the controversy around him
because she was in town and he was
Okay.
like come through. You know what I'm saying? Because she was like she called him because she didn't want to give Adam 22 the interview because she gave it to Joe Budden because he's black. So she wanted to give a black man the interview, and then he went and they did a great from what he's saying and from what she's saying. It was like one of the best interviews ever. And then he thought about it like, nah, I ain't about to do it.
because he don't want to burn bridges.
Yeah,
That man got enough bridges burnt now.
And the thing about it is, Joe Budden's rich now. He wants to remain rich. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah.
Because Joe been on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Joe done been through. So he has a lot of connections, and he don't want to mess up those connections. By the
But he knew that also what the risks were when he did the interview with her.
Yeah, but
And pretty much he wasted her time too.
Yeah,
In a way, he did.
Yeah, but
I mean, I'm just saying.
there are two people that a lot of people.
She want that for me.
Yeah, Cardi, and Cardi said give her her phone.
Well, she should have gave that interview to Adam.
that's what I'm saying.
She might have had that for $1 million. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Eric seems like he know.
Eric's just crazy.
Yeah, he's crazy. Okay.
Y'all too.
How many years later is this? And now that
27.
27 years later, and then they're finding out like some specifics or allegations that
if you want to know what happened, so we talking about the murder of Tupac Shakur.
Yes.
So if you want to know why this person,
real quick, that's one of the biggest Tupac fans ever at the end of the table.
Right here too, man.
Okay, all right.
Man,
but if you want to know the reason why Mr. Keefe D was booked for Tupac's murder, all you gotta do is go to Vlad TV and watch all his interviews he did with Vlad. Vlad got another person locked up. Well, I can't really blame Vlad because people go in there and run
his actual his
Detective Vlad.
What's that called? His platform.
Yeah.
His platform.
Yes, but Keefe D went on there talking about Tupac. That's all he talked about. Tupac. He talked about how his nephew Trayvon Lane, who was the person supposedly who shot Tupac, was the one that shot Tupac, and how they had a murder weapon, how he passed with a gun, and all this stuff. So since Trayvon Lane is no longer with us,
Yes.
he's the next man. So
That's true.
That's so stupid that people that you put a camera in front of somebody and all they do is start telling the truth.
But why would
about stuff that could put him behind bars?
I wonder how much money he got to put that they gave him to get behind them bars. Because all these years you've been quiet. I'm sure others have tried to interview you.
Well,
how much was he paid?
But he's been talking about. Sometimes people live off these street reps or whatever, and they think it's been over 20-something years. They not. And plus, Tupac was a rapper, and he's a family's a former Black Panther. Like, the police ain't about to. This. You know what I'm saying? So
which has been true for many years.
Yeah. So. He's just been talking about it all for years on Vlad. Vlad had him on the show so many times, and that's all he talked about. And I think he's been on other platforms too talking about it. And he's not the only one. Other people has been corroborating it, the story and everything. So
but he's the only one who's been arrested because when I read the headlines, everyone else has passed away. Yeah. He's the only one who and basically because he said he provided the weapon.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't want to jump off and jump back on it, but y'all heard that Nipsey Hussle was saying that Dr. CB, he was doing something and they were saying he couldn't do it because he couldn't cure AIDS, and he said bring the people to me and I'll give them what I'm giving them and they'll come back and test them, and it was curing AIDS. They didn't want to talk about that, but they give out a Tupac documentary or a Biggie documentary to throw in our face, so we can look at that and be like, it's 27 years, it's still going. But they don't want to talk about that one thing. I just want to throw that in. I saw Nipsey say that, like, it's Tupac and Biggie thing every year. But something like that, cure AIDS.
Yeah. They do have a new Tupac and Biggie documentary every year.
One day
I love it, though.
One day I was on, because being at home, I was watching like so many Tupac and Biggie documentaries that they got on YouTube, and they had like some on different networks. I'm like, damn. Yeah. And they went from YouTube to they went from whatever network they were on to YouTube now.
Yeah,
I'm like, how many of these do they have?
Because it's like you said, you rather talk all about that, and ain't nothing wrong with it. We want to know really the truth.
Right, we want to know.
But I could see we was curing people with AIDS, and they didn't want to know about that.
Yeah.
No, not even once. But
Yeah, so I don't know why all of a sudden they want to make the arrest, but it's everybody's been saying it for years.
So now we could just be. So now people could just be
I
quiet
guess
about it.
justice served. I guess.
Let's go, E.
So, hello everyone. We're here for our featured topic. This week we have our last topic, and our last topic is: are we obligated to support black businesses? And this is a good topic to have. We have two people
That have black.
that have black businesses. I have a partial black business, but
What you with? You got a white partner in your business?
no, it's kind of like off and on.
But you said
So
black,
you have a
it's
black
black business.
regardless of how.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
you
you're, and it's-
But we
got a white girlfriend or something?
oh my god.
That's what designed the stuff for you?
But this is an excellent topic because we have two people that wear many hats, especially in their businesses and everything. So
He loves saying many hats. Where did...
I do that.
so our guest host and our guest. I'm gonna start. Do you think that people are obligated to support black businesses?
I do not feel like, especially as a black business owner, I do not feel like anybody is obligated to support me whatsoever. With I don't care what color you are. When you walk through that door at the toss up, I put it as a non-judgment zone because, like I told you, I work out in times, some I don't. And we have people who come in, they may not be consistent customers because sometimes they choose to jump into eating and making healthy lifestyle choices, and then they jump out of it sometimes. And I can relate to it, so I don't judge them. So I don't care what color you are walking through my door. I really don't care. You know what I mean? I don't feel like, oh, you should buy a salad for me because now what I do feel the obligation should be for a person to support is somebody I've supported over years of time. Now
there it is.
That's the difference between the two. And y'all know I done support a lot of people
There it is.
from the industry to, oh my God, I'm all over the place. So yes, and I'm not saying they're obligated to either, but that's I feel like that's a way of a person to give back to me. I don't care what color you are.
I need to come out there too, and I haven't been out there.
I ain't worried about you. You used my season and you liked it.
Yeah.
You didn't complain about it on this camera.
No.
So there you go.
I'm gonna let y'all go, but I got a good question I want to ask y'all after.
Okay, well he got to answer.
Okay, well, me and my field of what I do, I'm training different colors, different races, but I do as, they say black folks, they say appreciate CLs, they say, oh, you just got out of jail, huh? It's a stereotype. So they say, white boy, they say, oh man, you been working out. So that stereotype right there, I don't like that, but it is what it is. But I see a lot of black men, a lot of black women, bumping heads in the fitness game, and it's like they say, it's enough room for us to eat. But this is the thing, I gotta eat above you. If we link in, that's to show how much stronger we'll be on every basis, wherever you here, there, wherever you at. Not in Ohio, not wherever. You link in tight with these people and stay connected. And we doing something fitness is different because we giving now dance to fitness. We giving now like the hip hop instructors around the world this doing fitness, but I don't like how you do it. I don't like how you do it. So I'm voting for y'all to win. I'm telling you on this, I'm voting for us to win because we so much hit bumping. So I do feel like it's an obligation for y'all to support each one another in the fitness in my field because I'm giving it straight 100 back because I want you to win just as much as I want me to win. So what I give, I want to receive. So yes, I believe in mine.
I got a question, but you can go ahead and ask a question if you want.
No, I just don't feel like we're obligated to support anybody. Black business, white business, Lifetime, I feel like you're obligated to support yourself and obligated to get good customer service wherever you go. If I go somewhere, I don't care if it's a black business, I don't care if it's an Asian business, and the first time I feel like I'm getting bad customer service, I start thinking like, especially if it's a black business too, I feel like sometimes black people make you feel like you gotta be here because you black too.
Right.
I'm not a slave, so if I go somewhere else and I get something better somewhere else. But sometimes I go to certain black businesses and sometimes it's even just a person too. Sometimes you go somewhere and it's like you get good business. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll go to white business and you have the worst person to give you bad customer service, and you be like, because sometimes the bad thing make you think about the whole place. You know what I'm saying? But you got to remember, like, it's the place been good to me. It's just this person. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes that happens with black business too. Like, I ain't going there no more because this is a black, and it's supposed to be a black business. Because sometimes it's yourself too. You're like, it's a black business. I know I had that bad experience. No, when you have that bad experience with everybody, you know what I'm saying? And if you feel like you have the bad, because black people, we hate this. We have this no snitch code. But and which is stupid in some senses, because if I'm spending my damn money, you know what I'm saying, I want to talk to your supervisor. I put on my Karen hat, since Eric like talking about hats.
Yo, Karen hat.
put on the Karen hat, like, I want to speak to your supervisor. But it's just like sometimes I feel like if I'm spending money anywhere, I want good service.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to make myself feel like I'm obligated to, just like we not obligated to live in Ohio because it's a free country. We could go, everyone to go. I don't like to have myself feel like I'm obligated for bad service because I want to be down for the cause. You know what I'm saying?
So when you buy a salad from a franchise or somewhere else, you don't feel bad because you ain't buy one for me?
Yeah, I do.
No, that was the most.
Because
As my friend.
Because as your friend, Whole Foods is 5 minutes away. As your friend, your business is 40 minutes away.
It is. So I ain't mad at you.
It's 40 minutes away.
Now my turn to answer.
Okay.
Do I feel obligated? I don't really feel obligated, but I try to, you know. And I'm pretty much an easygoing person, and I can go places, and unless the experience is terrible, I probably won't go back. But just say like the experience is just like, I'll give it a second chance, because sometimes people have off days, and everything like that. But if it's like a consistent thing, it's like, well, I'm not really, spending my money there, or I'll try to go somewhere else, that's comparable to that or whatever. But I mean, I love it when I do support one and you get good customer service,
right? And
because that just makes you even more happier. Like, dang, I went to this place, everything was excellent, the customer service was good, and it's like, and it's a black business, so that's kind of like the cherry on top. So I mean, obligation, no, but I do try.
And since y'all black business owners, let me tell y'all one thing: quit hiring y'all cousins when if they're not qualified for the position. A lot of black businesses do that. Hire their cousin that they qualified. Cousin they work. This their first job and they 37. This is their first real job. They 37.
I'm not gonna let you mess up my investment.
Because I done went to black businesses and it'd be like they hire them just because they got a good relationship with them. Hire people that's good for jobs and people that are exactly. because the one thing that be missing in a lot of black business that I have dealt with in the past, customer service. And it's like it's you gotta service the people that's coming to you. Quit putting personal feelings because then we call personal service. Right. You know what I'm saying? Quit putting personal feelings, because if you don't like somebody and you're working for a certain corporation,
you're right.
Yeah. Oh God, what's that?
Low battery.
Oh God. But yeah, bad businesses. I just don't think that people should be hiring people in their families that are not good for the position, because I done been in the business before, or their friends. Because a lot of times I go to people, they hire their friends, and their friends is the sore thumb in the business. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times a business is made up of different people. You know what I'm saying? It's you, the CEO, it's your manager, then it's your staff, then it's your people that's other portions of the staff. And sometimes if you have you just giving people jobs just because you've been knowing them for a long time, it messes up your business.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Yeah, definitely.
So I got a question. So when we talk about support, what do you consider support? Is it just monetary support? Do you feel like if a person sees something that you're doing and they share it, do you consider that support as well?
Is that question for me or him, or for both of us?
Both of y'all. Yeah, for both of y'all.
Because I've been talking about it.
Well, it's many ways to support. I mean, like people say, you post my stuff, or you come to my events. Man, I support every way I can support. Buy their clothes, come to their events, whether they need to vent and talk. Support go a long way, because that vent talking can be more than that what you purchased to them. So my support is going to go what I want back. Maybe I may need, hey man, come help me do this, whether it's physical or so. Support in so many ways, man. So many ways support if you giving it ain't got to automatically obligate to receive it, but I want to give you so much support that you know, like, damn, he already looked out for me. So one day I may need you. So I support him in all type of ways.
Okay.
Yeah, I post Nazzie's restaurant all the time.
Do you?
I do post it.
When?
I've posted your restaurant, and I'm not even gonna lie, more than twice.
That's him getting over him.
Nazzie, you know
I know you do, but I'm gonna tell you all this. I'm not that girl. Like, I don't even care for real, because it's like, I don't know. I just don't care.
Why?
Okay.
Let me tell you why I don't care. Because it's like, at the end of the day, like, if you support me, you support me. If you don't, you don't. It's somebody supporting me, whether it's you or not. You know what I mean? But if I support you all the time, but the thing about me, I do not mind being the voice of reason or the person that's different.
Right.
Let me tell you. So I've had people who have never probably posted anything of mine ever, right? And if I like what they're doing and I like what they're offering that can actually help somebody else, because a lot of people come to my page as an information source for a lot of different things. Even if you haven't supported me, I don't even have to know you, and I'll just post it, because I know there's a lot of people who come to me for information, for different things that might help them. So even though I'm posting you and you look at it as support, but it's actually me helping somebody else. And I don't mind being the difference. Yeah, I'm going to support you. And eventually you might look up one day and think like, damn, they do always look out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't always, how do I put this?
Expect.
No. You can't always meet hate with hate.
Right.
Sometimes somebody has to be the difference. I am just really, really kind-hearted and very kind-spirited. I don't mind. Now, if you hating on me, we going into a whole different lane. Now, that's when the other girl come out. But other than that, I don't even care if you never posted my restaurant not one time. I don't care if you never walked in my place not one time. But if you offering, let's say, your services that you do, right? And I know people come on my page, and it's different women and guys that I know are looking for a great coach who gonna be down for and help them. I'll keep reposting it because I know that it's gonna help somebody else, regardless of whether they helping me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It might sound a little crazy, but that's just my way of thinking. That's how I am about everything in life.
Well, I like what you said. You said at the end of the day, if I drove from here right now to your restaurant, that's when I'll make it there to the end of the day.
know what?
I'm just,
So irritating.
it's not that far. It's only
It'll be worth it.
It's only
It'll
like
be worth it.
But
It'll be worth
I'm gonna come out there one day.
Okay.
You gonna run out there with me, E?
Yeah, I love it.
And when y'all come, I'm telling y'all, it's out on 304 in Euclid, where the United States is. We're right across.
It's in Euclid.
It's in Wycliffe. It's on Euclid.
Okay.
I said 304 in Euclid.
But let me ask you a question. So if we come out there, do I get a discount?
See, don't
There
say
you
that.
There you
see
go.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't like that.
You see what I'm saying?
So that goes to another question. The discount.
But let me tell you about that, how I cured that. Let me tell you how I cured that,
Okay.
y'all.
Yeah, this got
Let me tell
stupid.
you.
That's a dumb question.
No, I'm going to tell you how I cured all that. So what I did was I created my own reward program, right? So you coming in, you buy a certain amount of this, you get the item eventually free, or you get half off a specific type of salad. There you go.
Yeah, I have never.
Keep all that down.
I have never asked a friend to have a business for a discount and been serious, because that's how they make their money.
Man, fitness, they will penny pinch you. And I just, I got you. No, you got to do it how you set the tone from the start.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, that's what's gonna be. And sometimes you gotta fire people, sometimes you don't. But I have all right, man, just not just I know you ain't. I gotta do it in a wheelchair, and he wasn't able to pay, and I was like, do I feel sorry for the wheelchair, or do I keep it business? You get caught up in those worlds, like, ooh.
Yeah.
So I was both. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna not just do it because of the wheelchair. I'm gonna do it because just trying to be good people. So.
But in the day, it's how you feed your family.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, like, I understand like the relationship, but I kind of find it offensive sometimes because it's just like you're not going to XYZ asking them for a discount. So I mean, just because we have a relationship or we cool or whatever, and I got a family to feed, I have bills to take care of. Why would you feel comfortable asking?
Stop. That's all you say to them. They don't get that package right there. Why? Come on now. I have a family. Sit that in front of you. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right, man.
So you understand high prices of things are today.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
but then some people just look at you like, oh man, you.
It doesn't matter. That's running the game. That's running the game, dude. Like when I used to do my comedy shows, I've had like people where I'm like arguing with them, and it's like, don't you think I know all these people too that's coming to my shows? It's like my comedy shows is done off my social media, where it's kind of like that's how these people know me, and a lot of these people know me because they know me through high school. They know me from, and I've had people like trying to argue me down, like, oh, I'm like, dude, this $20. That ain't a lot of daggone money.
Right.
I'm not asking you for $500 to come.
Yeah, the next thing you know, you see them on social media with money coming out of their arm
Right.
like this.
Right.
They ain't got $20.
You better not have a friend doing that. It's too old.
I see people. In the business we in, we see people.
Oh, man, we got some
man,
stories.
dude, like, grow up.
Yeah.
Like, quit trying to show all the money that you got, because then they'll be the same people begging too. And I've from experience, same people with money down their arms and money around their ears and money up on their face and money, like, have been the same people be begging, like, man, talking about, man, I'm about to get the
Because it's usually somebody else's.
Right.
Yeah.
or it's usually
You got to
prop
show
money.
it. You happy that you got it at that moment.
it's
What you
usually-
needed somebody else's.
It's usually prop money.
That part too.
All right, well, we're glad to have y'all both on the show and discuss this topic
Yes,
with
we
y'all
appreciate
today.
both of y'all.
Appreciate
Yeah.
y'all. Well, thank y'all for watching another episode of Thought
And where
OPPS.
can you find us?
Before we go, we're gonna be putting all their information,
Okay.
their
people know that.
Instagram, everything. So you guys, support black businesses.
Yes.
You're obligated.
Support the toss of
Yeah,
salad.
if you watch the Thought OPPS, you're obligated to support them.
Yes. They obligated. There you go.
All right, y'all have a good night.
I see y'all when
Thank
I
y'all
see
for
you.
watching. Peace.
Sorry.